Hi everybody. I'm the third member of this group. My name is Jarome Reitz, and I'm going to talk about how this behavioral learning theory principle is in relation to the ICTs. Okay, now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to look at the principles that my friend just alluded to, and then I'm going to try to see how this fits in with the ICTs. Okay. By doing this, I'm first going to look at what was being said by my friend. Okay, firstly, learning is manifested by a change in behavior. Okay, just to add to that, we are doing this via the webcam. If this behavior is not very good for us, I think we are not going to do this again. So I think by doing this, we are manifesting that we ourselves are doing this theory in by applying this to the ICTs now. Okay, learning is manifested by a change in behavior. When using ICTs, more of the senses of the human being are being used. This stimulates a change in behavior as it is more effective learning process. Visual, audio, and hand coordination versus just audio, although this is still instructional learning. Now, what that actually means is that when you are using ICTs, more of your senses are being used. So, you are looking at the thing, you are hearing about the instruction, and when you are using a computer, then your hand is also being used. And it is said that when you are using more than one sentence, the learning is understanding in a more effective way. Okay? And the second one, environment shapes behavior. In an environment with ICTs, the user sees the learning process in a new light, and thus affect a change in behavior. This gives the sense that the gap between the learning environment and the outside world is bridged by the ICTs. What we were talking about when we were discussing this, we were seeing that the outside world or the ICTs being used in the outside world, it differs from the teaching and the things that were used inside the school. At the outside world, if I can call it outside world, the children is accustomed to be used the cell phones, the computer, iPods, and those kind of ICTs to either to communicate or to engage with somebody, yes, and to listen to music and to do and how to, to go along it's an every day. But when I came into school, then what actually happened is that ICTs is being put on the back seat. And what is happening at the school is now that the teacher is becoming the most important person. He is the one who is talking. He is the one with the information, and the learners just become the empty containers which need to be fed this information. Now, with an environment where there is ICTs available, then the learners can say, but I can still use this ICTs, this entertainment things. I can still use this in education, and this led to a change in their behavior. Now they are seeing that education is something that I can enjoy, and then by enjoying it, I can now thus learn more and more effective. Okay, and then the third thing is contiguity. That is how close in time to events must be for a bond to be formed. Okay, as well as reinforcements are central to explaining the learning process. Okay, and what we talk about here was with the use of ICTs, reinforcement is easier as information is stored in its original form and can be easily made a reference to at any time. Now, new information is also made available that can support what is already there. Say, for instance, you are using this ICT, say, for a science lesson. Then you can capture the results of the experiment that was done, and then afterwards, if you are talking about it or discussing what actually happened, and then you can go back and the information is already stored, and then you can use that information, so maybe to explain it, to go on to maybe a next experiment, and then maybe you can compare the things, and that is how learning can be more and better and more effective and more enjoyable for everyone. Okay, then we look at a very interesting topic. We will talk about how these theorists approach teaching. Now, that is very interesting. The behaviorists approach teaching by breaking down information in skill into small units. Breaking down information and skill into small units. And I think also the word they are using there is the word breaking it down in sequences, so that um, you are starting with something very small, but at the end it will lead to the effective understanding of something that is maybe this just for interesting. Say for instance, we are talking about the timetable. Say we are talking about the if you say something times 9, say you say 5 times 9, 5 times 9, then by breaking that down into small units, you're going to say now 9 is 1 less than 10. So for instance, when you are going to multiply, you are going to multiply first by saying 9 is 1 less than 10. So when I'm multiplying, then I'm going to subtract. Okay, I'm not going to illustrate now. Say 9 times 10, I don't know what the answer is, but what I'm going to do now is, say for instance, the 9 is becoming a 10. Now you are saying 5 times 10 is 50, but 9 is 1 less than 50. So what we are going to do is, the number that was multiplying with a 9, that number is going to be subtracted from the original answer, which will say 5 times 10 is 50, and 50 minus 5 is 45. Then you can now say that 5 times 9 is equal to 45. Now you can take every or any number, multiply it by 9, and by using the same skill, then you can come up with an answer. Say for instance, 3 times 9, 3 times 10 is 30. 30 times 10 is 30, and then 30 minus 3 is 27, and that is your answer. So you are just doing subtraction and not really multiplication. Okay, the second one is providing regular feedback as well as encouragement. Okay, say for instance, if you are doing testing, there is regular feedback, and now you do your test as well as encouragement. But the encouragement here is to better yourself. Say if you do good in a test, then say just keep on and be the best you can. That is nice. But encouragement can also be for someone who did not do very good in a test, and say, but come on, you can excel in a test. You must just put in more effort. Okay, but as we are looking at this, this is all the teacher that is talking. It is the teacher that is doing this encouragement. It is the teacher that initiates this feedback. So the teacher is, so that leads to the third thing, that the teaching is direct, and the direct or teacher-centered instruction. Everything is about the teacher, and the teacher is the person in control, and the teacher is the one that is giving the instruction. Okay, and actually what we are doing now is we are giving you the content that we want you to listen. So this in itself is also teacher-centered instruction. Okay, and now my friend is going to conclude our presentation. Thank you.